In a big news coming in from Karnataka, a non-bailable warrant has now been issued against former Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa in a POCSO case. A case under the POCSO Act was registered against Yediyurappa at the Sadashivanagar police station on 14th of March by the mother of the minor victim. Yediyurappa has been accused of harassing a 17-year-old girl when she and her mother had apparently visited him seeking help regarding some issues. The case was later handed over to the CID, but when there was no progress made in the investigation for about 3 long months, the victim's mother approached the High Court with a writ petition. The CID had then issued a notice to BS Yediyurappa to present himself for questioning on 12th of June, but the former Chief Minister had written to the CID that he will appear for questioning instead on 17th of June, citing prior travel plans. Meanwhile, his application seeking anticipatory bail is likely to be heard by a court on 14th of June. Big news coming from Karnataka, and this is about former Chief Minister of Karnataka, BS Yediyurappa. A non-bailable warrant has now been issued against former Chief Minister Yediyurappa in a POCSO case. This has been brewing for a very, very long time. A case under the POCSO Act was registered against the former Chief Minister of Karnataka and the father of the President of the State BJP unit, BS Yediyurappa, at the Sadashivanagar police station on 14th of March by the mother of the minor victim, who I think passed away recently. Yediyurappa has been accused of harassing a 17-year-old girl when apparently she, accompanied by her mother, had visited the former Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa seeking help regarding some issues. The case was handed over to the CID, but when there was little or no progress made in the investigation for about 3 long months, the victim's mother approached the High Court with a writ petition. The CID had issued a notice to Yediyurappa to present himself for questioning on 12th of June, but the former Chief Minister had written to the CID that he shall be unable to appear for questioning on the said date, but instead will come on the 17th of June because he had some prior travel plans. Meanwhile, he's also sought an anticipatory bail, and the hearing of which is supposed to come up on the 14th of June. Let me now go across to my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah to speak more on this. Waji, a case which has been brewing for a very long time. This is a shocking development. I mean, decode this for our viewers, Wajiullah.
Well, yes, it is completely shocking because the person in question is none other than the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, BS Yediyurappa, and this case was filed after a meeting that happened of Yediyurappa with this particular victim on the 2nd of February this year itself. And after that meeting, the mother, a few days later, came out and filed a complaint at the Sadashivanagar police station saying that she was sexually assaulted. Her daughter, 17-year-old daughter, was sexually assaulted by Yediyurappa when Yediyurappa had called her inside the room to ask her about her problem. And that is when this particular incident happened, is what the mother had alleged in the FIR. Now, a few days back, in the month of April, the mother had passed away due to an illness. And since then, there was no investigation that took place in this particular case, and there was no headway. As we know that this case was then transferred by the DGP to the CID the immediate next day when the FIR was filed, because Yediyurappa was involved in this. Now, what has happened is that today Yediyurappa had approached the court for a non-bailable, for an anticipatory bail in this matter. And a day before, yesterday, the brother of the victim was also went to the police to find out what has happened in this particular case and wanted answers with regards to the justice that he wanted for his daughter. Today, the court has issued a non-bailable warrant against Yediyurappa on the plea of the SSP Ashok, saying that Yediyurappa has been evasive. He has not come forward for summons which has been given to him, and that is why a non-bailable warrant should be issued, because there are news that he's already been trying to speak to the victims and influence them. And there was also an allegation that close to 2 lakh rupees have been given to somebody to see if this matter can be settled as fast as possible. And the anticipatory bail that Yediyurappa had also filed today was on the basis that this particular case does not have any merit, and the allegations leveled by the mother do not stand because she is known for filing such fake or false cases against popular people, and that is why the court should squash this case. Is what the plea of Yediyurappa was. Now that anticipatory bail matter will be heard on will be heard tomorrow, is what we've been told as of now.
You know, Wajiullah, you said that, it also came up that he refused to be present for the summons. Now, Wajiullah, as I understand it, and you, of course, are the best to decode it, apparently he was supposed to appear on the 12th. He said he will appear later or some such because he had prior travel plans. So, do you think somewhere the authorities who were investigating the case found that this man is kind of dithering and waffling and trying to just kind of postpone the appearance, as it were?
Well, it's a general understanding that in a case like POSCO, the person is immediately arrested because the case itself is very sensitive. But in the matter of Yediyurappa, things didn't turn out like that. And the summons that was issued to him, that he is not even returned for that, is what the SSP said. But yes, it's not that Yediyurappa has not come for past summons. He also had joined the investigation. His voice samples were also taken to verify whether the video that the mother had given to the police, does that video go inside with the audio of Yediyurappa or not. But if we see things legally, well then Yediyurappa or any other person in this particular case or in any case has the right for his lawyers to approach the court and see if things are heard beforehand itself, because we've seen in previous cases where Rahul Gandhi was also summoned. It took 3 summons from the court for him to land up at the court. So it now, but in POSCO cases, it's generally not that you're immediately asked to be present in front of the police and you're arrested in case if you are evasive. But in this particular matter, Yediyurappa being the former chief minister, I suppose things did not go as per the way it was planned, or the police was still not able to corroborate more pieces of evidence to see if they could actually pin this allegation that was leveled against Yediyurappa. Now we'll have to wait and watch how this non-bailable warrant will act, because we still have no idea about the whereabouts of Yediyurappa. Some people say he's in Delhi, some say he's still in Shimoga, but wherever he is, from what I've learned, is that Bangalore police will go and arrest him then and there itself.
Vaji, I want to ask you that, this news broke, and of course, you're the first one to break it. But has there been any kind of an indication amongst the BJP? Because the BJP is already facing a lot of divide and rule, if I may add. There are guns targeting this father-son duo of Yediyurappa and Vijendra. So what kind of what are you picking on the ground? Is it going to become a big issue even as we approach, the evening and late night?
As of now, we've not got anything concrete from the BJP. We've been speaking to a few workers and politicians who off record gone on to say that we clearly understand this is a very politically motivated case. They are trying to pin a very senior leader into something that she is not done, and you will also have to see the age of Yediyurappa and see the respect that he has in the society.
Right.
So these are the few things that I'm listening off record from the BJP leaders, but on record, I haven't come across anybody who's gone on to say anything with this case particularly, Sudha.
All right. Okay. On that note, thank you very much, Mohammed Wajiullah, for joining us on the broadcast.